Hey guys, it's Natasha here. Checking in, catching up with you guys from beautiful Manila in the Philippines. This is my first day in Manila. I arrived right around midnight. Got to the hotel about 1 a.m. this morning, and it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is after a fabulous and fortifying sleep. Up and figured I'd catch up with you guys and take this time to talk about what I use on my skin. So, just a little bit of background. Since I hit puberty, and still, I'm 35, I'll be 36 in July, I have had acne prone skin, right? It's hereditary. Got it from my father's side of the family. Just always is what it is, or was what it was, right? And I had tried everything like most people with acne prone skin, right? Don't have cystic acne, but just had consistent breakouts in certain areas, and I just have had that forever. So I've gone the gamut from clean and clear, Clearasil, not clean, all those things, right? And as I got older, it didn't stop. So it wasn't just adolescent, acne, something just continued. And I moved on to what I thought were bigger and better things. So used Proactive, went to the dermatologist, did a couple of month-long courses of some antibiotics, and then some prescription face products. I think Tazarac is what I used. And then from there, went and tried Dermalogica, Murad, Philosophy, all of that stuff. And everything that I used worked for some time, for a while, right? But I found that what would happen is it was very harsh on my skin. It was very drying, and everything would work for maybe a month max, and then my skin would start rebelling and breaking out worse than before. So I was having, for the products that had benzoyl peroxide in it, bleaching my sheets, bleaching my pillowcases to the point where I only bought white or cream colored pillowcases, because everything else, it would just look like, you had washed it or spilled Clorox in the spot where my face was. The dermatologist, I personally don't like taking antibiotics unless they're really necessary. So the idea of living on antibiotics, having to take them for a few months out of the year, every year, just for my face, just for me, that didn't sit well with me. And then Tazarac works wonders. However, makes you very photosensitive. I can't use, or most of the sunscreens that were out then, I can't use anything that's not just zinc oxide, right? I can't use chemical sunscreens with the PABA, I think is the stuff. It breaks me out terribly, so I couldn't use that. I have to use zinc oxide only over it. And then Tazarac will literally eat a hole in your face. It's strong, but my goodness, if you don't have the right balance of things, and if you don't use it exactly the way it's outlined, it will eat a hole in your face. So, it wasn't like a bloody lesion or anything like that, but there were definite spots where layers of my skin, if it was in one spot too long, or, I had, not followed the proper layering of all of the products, there were parts in my skin that was lighter, and if you ran your finger over it, it was because there was layers of skin missing there. So I cut that out, right? Proactive, again, very, very drying. Murad was better than Proactive for me, but again, my skin started to rebel. Philosophy felt great, but I don't know what it is in that, but it just didn't get along with my skin long term. So I started looking for things that were more organic and hoping they would be gentler on my face. Went and used some products from the Eden Organic Spa, which is in Highland Park, New Jersey. Fantastic place. Everything in there is organic, sustainable, green. To use Eden Organics for their facials. They feel fabulous. So Valerie, the owner of Eden Organics, told me about Manuka honey and using that as kind of a calming and stabilizing face mask. So I went out and was able to get Manuka honey from a local health food store, and that was the turning point. That was the first time I used something that is truly all natural. You can, that you can actually eat or consume, right? Very natural. One ingredient is just the Manuka honey. And you can feel like my skin was happy, it was being soothed, and it didn't feel like it was being abused or burned or beat up or anything like that. So from there, from watching YouTube and following some ladies on Twitter who were talking about skincare things, I started trying more things that were really stripped down and very, very natural, that I normally would have never tried. So there is a face scrub slash mask, and I think I saw the link from Gabby Fresh's YouTube channel, and it was a link to the original video. I'll try to find it and link it in this post. That is green tea that you just brew yourself, right? Apple cider vinegar, sugar, and honey. Fantastic, fabulous, fabulous scrub and mask. And then to go along with that, there's a toner that's that same brewed green tea and apple cider vinegar. And you just keep it in the refrigerator. Fabulous. My face went from, having breakouts every week to calming down. Just you can't even believe it. Fantastic. That will also help with kind of fading hyperpigmentation. And what I found for me, and for many women of color, whenever you have a breakout, you have that inflammation. The longer that breakout stays, the more severe your hyperpigmentation is, right? And I had broken out in the same places over and over again for most of my life, so that hyperpigmentation is going to take a while to clear. But when I tell you that family members asked me if I was wearing foundation, after I had been using that scrub and that toner, it is really a big difference. I'm not a person that wears foundation unless I am feeling like, beating my face into submission and snatching my look for something for special occasions. But every day, I don't wear, foundation or anything like that. So what you see is what you get. The spots you see are the spots that are just there. But it was a marked difference. And I progressed even further in looking for things very natural, right? And I was really on a quest for moisture. I had the things that were going to kind of help me not break out, right, and get my face really clean and clear. But how could I make sure that I didn't have any type of reaction from the products I was using, and that I would have my face feeling kind of moist again? And what I found, saw a lot of people talking about black soap, and I wanted to find some that was without fragrance or anything added, very, very pure, because as I'm going along in this journey, I'm finding that those pure and natural things are what work best for my skin. Some people, the other products are fine. Most people, those products are fine, but my skin is not happy with a lot of the extra chemicals that are very strong. This is Alafia liquid black soap. It's a Alafia brand. It's unscented. I buy this from Whole Foods, and when I say it's pure, this is the ingredient list. Purified water, African black soap, which is saponified unrefined shea butter, and unrefined palm kernel oil. That's all that's in here. Water, shea butter, palm kernel oil. That's it. Now, if you're like I was, you would shy away from anything that had oil in it. Anything, oil cleansers, everything had to be oil-free, oil-free, oil-free. When I tell you, hunty, this right here, it's crazy. It is crazy. It's 8 ounces. I think it costs maybe $11, and this will last you for a good 2-3 months. Amazing. You can feel that it is just cleaning everything out, right, without over drying your face, but your face is so clean when you use this. And what I finish with, what I moisturize with, is actually an oil. I use jojoba oil, which is really like a liquid vegetable wax. And again, folks on YouTube and on Twitter, I think, talking about jojoba oil. And I figured, let me give it a try. This is Desert Essence brand. This is the brand I normally buy. I get it from Whole Foods. It's 4 ounces and it's about $7. It's just 100% pure. If you want the organic jojoba oil, that's about double the cost for 4 ounces. It's ridiculous. My skin loves this. Loves it. A couple of drops is all you need, and you can feel that it's not sitting on your face, right? I mean, my face, I just washed my face, and I can feel that it's moisturized. Of course, it has the layer of the jojoba oil, but it sinks into my skin. It's not sitting on top, and jojoba oil actually has like the same properties as the natural oil your skin produces, the sebum, right? So it's able to get into your pores. It's actually able to get in and sometimes unclog your pores when you have an inflammation or a bump that's about to come up. That jojoba can get in there and help kind of dissolve that. These staples. I'm traveling right now, right? Had to go to Whole Foods and get some just for the travel because I just cannot be without it. I have to travel with it, and I have to have it at home. Will not do without it. And then for toner, if I'm not using the green tea and apple cider vinegar toner, which I really, now I don't use that every day anymore. I use that when I use that scrub, and that's really it. But it's still very good. But I found that witch hazel, just witch hazel, it's fabulous. So if I feel like I need toning, or in the wintertime, I'll wash my face with a black soap at night, right? Because you've been out during the day, you've got all the impurities and everything, all of that, everything that you get when you're outside in the elements. Really need to wash that out. But if you wash your face, put on your jojoba, and you go to sleep, you really don't have that much impurities in there. So in the mornings, and again, it's going on, how does my face feel? In the summertime, I'm washing with the black soap again. In the winter, I may just rinse with water, use witch hazel, and then use the jojoba, and I'm fine. So it just depends on how my face is feeling, but these are like the best things since sliced bread. If you have acne-prone skin, I really would recommend that you try them. Again, what works for me might not work for everybody, but I feel like I have to share what works for me, and they're inexpensive. You can get them from Whole Foods, right? So it's not like you have to go someplace special for them. The jojoba oil you can get from any health food store, really. And so they're things that aren't bad for you, right? Not a lot of extra chemicals out there. Not going to bleach up your sheets. Nothing like that. And for me, they have made such an impact on how my skin looks and feels. Because the look, looks are one thing, right? But my skin feels wonderful. There's no dryness. There's no cracking. There's none of that. Okay, at any minute, if this balance is off, my face is just going to freak out. And I'm not freaking out if I have, a breakout. If something touches my face, my skin is very sensitive. So I could be that person that spills soda because I'm clumsy. And if I'm not able to wash my face right away, I can have a breakout there. But I don't freak out over that anymore because I know in a day or two with my regular routine, that's going to be all good. So that's it for this. I have a couple of other things that I'll share with you guys because, I'm in the hotel, got time on my hands. And they're things that I really do want to share because I think they've helped me, and hopefully they'll help someone out there, or you'll find it interesting, or you just like watching the lady who can't seem to keep her hands out of the camera, talking with her hands and making strange faces while she's making videos for YouTube. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you have a fantastic week. And peace. See you next time.